Welcome back, everyone, to another Explainer. Today, we are unpacking an absolutely seismic shift in global sports. Look, whether you're a diehard fanatic who sets alarms for those 4 a.m. kickoffs, or you just tune in for the big finals, the 2026 FIFA World Cup is breaking the mold in almost every conceivable way. It's a completely historic kickoff, and we're going to break down exactly why this tournament is unlike literally anything we've seen before. Let's get right into it. So why is the 2026 World Cup the largest sporting event in human history? Now, you might hear that and think, okay, that's just marketing hype, but it's really not. That is a statistical fact. Between June 11th and July 19th, we are witnessing a tournament of truly unprecedented scale. We're talking massive changes to the format, the geography, and just the sheer volume of competition. It's rewriting the history of the beautiful game right before our eyes. Okay, let's dive into this. To really grasp the scale of this new era, we have to start right where it all began, the legendary Estadio Azteca in Mexico City. I mean, talk about hallowed ground, right? This place is steeped in football mythos. It's the site of those iconic World Cup coronations for both Pelé and Maradona. And now? Well, now it gets to claim a brand new piece of history as the official starting line for the most expansive tournament ever held. Just imagine tens of thousands of fans descending upon this architectural marvel. It literally transforms into a cauldron of noise, color, and just sheer unadulterated passion. The energy pulsating from the Azteca sets this high-octane tone for the entire month ahead. It's a quick reminder to all of us exactly why this venue is the undisputed epicenter of the football world. Getting this massive global party started fell to the host nation, Mexico, taking on South Africa. And, there's always this electrifying, almost nervous tension when a host nation steps onto the pitch for match number one. The weight of an entire country's expectations rest firmly on their shoulders. And that's especially true when you're going up against a really determined South African squad who were just eager to play spoiler on the grandest stage of them all. Well, the hosts delivered immediately. With the very first action of this historic tournament, Julian Quinones found the back of the net. By doing that, he etched his name into the history books forever as the first goal scorer of the 2026 World Cup. Putting Mexico up 1-0 in the opening match? Yeah, that is exactly the kind of explosive, thrilling start that sets a whole tournament on fire. All right, let's zoom out from that opening thrill for a second, because the defining characteristic of this entire tournament really comes down to just one number: 48. For the very first time ever, FIFA has completely expanded the field to include 48 national teams. Think about it. The old era, the one pretty much all of us grew up watching, featured a really tight 32-team format. The jump to 48, that's a game changer. It means more countries, way more fans, and practically speaking, it brings more than 1,200 elite players into a single tournament. Over 1,000 of the absolute best athletes on Earth, all having to navigate a totally revamped group stage just to reach the knockouts. And when you jump to 48 teams, you get a staggering 104 total matches. 104. That is a steep, steep climb from the 64 matches we're used to seeing. It officially makes this the biggest tournament FIFA has ever organized. For us fans, it's basically a daily marathon of world-class football. But for the squads, man, it is an unprecedented test of roster depth and physical endurance. But it's not just the sheer number of teams or matches. It's the sprawling geography of the whole thing. This is a historic, multinational effort, completely split up across Mexico, the United States, and Canada. And to match this absolutely unprecedented footprint, FIFA coordinated multiple simultaneous opening ceremonies in Mexico City, Toronto, and Los Angeles. It was a massive celebration of the totally distinct cultural heritage of all three hosts at the exact same time. Now, all of this expanded infrastructure really serves one primary purpose, and that's bringing people together. The human element of the World Cup is just undeniable. Fans from all across the globe, draped in their national colors, cheering side by side in the stands. This shared joy and passion is the true lifeblood of the tournament. It's the energy driving the momentum for the rookies making their debut and the legends who might be taking their final bow. Now, what's really interesting to think about here is the incredible parallel storylines we're getting for two of the absolute greatest to ever play the game, Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. They are both competing in their 6th World Cup, which is just a crazy testament to their unbelievable longevity. Messi enters trying to help Argentina retain their crown, while Ronaldo, well, he's desperately seeking the one major trophy that has completely eluded him. Make no mistake, we are very likely watching the final World Cup chapters for these undisputed icons. But while the veterans are out there writing their final chapters, this expanded format allows brand new nations to pen their very first. Contrasting those seasoned icons is the undeniable, fresh excitement of debut nations like Uzbekistan and Jordan. Just imagine stepping onto the world stage and hearing your national anthem play at a World Cup for the first time. It is a monumental milestone for their programs and just an incredible source of pride. Of course, while those debutantes bring that awesome underdog magic we all love, the usual heavyweight favorites remain right in the thick of it. Analysts are watching incredibly closely to see how powerhouses like Argentina, Brazil, France, Spain, Germany, and England navigate this new expanded bracket. Because with more teams in the mix, the potential for early round upsets definitely increases. And that makes their eventual collisions in the deeper knockout rounds even more highly anticipated. Zooming out to the macro scale for a second, the ripple effects of this tournament are just staggering. As the most watched sporting event on Earth, we are literally talking about billions of viewers tuning in. This isn't just sports anymore, it is an economic and cultural juggernaut. It's driving unprecedented tourism and media activity across all of North America. The impact of these 104 matches is going to reshape host cities long after the final whistle actually blows. Which leaves us with the ultimate question, doesn't it? Who will lift the trophy on July 19th? Is Messi going to defend his title? Will Ronaldo finally capture his missing crown? Will a traditional powerhouse reclaim their glory? Or are we going to see a dark horse absolutely shock the world? The stage is set, the unprecedented 40-18 bracket is in full motion, and the whole world is watching. Keep your eyes on the pitch, folks, because history is being written every single day. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and enjoy the rest of the tournament.